Hey YouTube, welcome back to the Blueprints channel, and happy Mother's Day. Today is a special day for all the moms out there. Shout out to them for putting up with the kids. Anyways, today's video is going to be a quick one. I don't plan on spending too much time talking about this, but it's something that I do want to just get off my chest. I just want to talk about the idea of somebody calling you unnatural or telling you that you're not natty. It's been something that I was thinking about last week when I was making my last video, and it was kind of on my mind throughout the week. And basically it's that when people look at you, and let's say you've progressed to a certain level within your fitness journey, right? There comes a certain point where you're gonna start to look a lot better. You're gonna start to catch more eyes looking at you. People are going to start taking notice to you. I feel like in that moment, what will most likely happen in your fitness journey is someone will probably come up to you and tell you you're not natural, or they might even ask you, are you natural? There's this idea in the fitness industry that is kind of being conveyed around the scene right now of it's cool to not be natural. It's cool to achieve this body that is unachievable. On top of that, I feel like the internet is just filled with a lot of fitness influencers that will comment on other people's natty status, right? You'll see a lot of natty or nots. I know that Greg Doucette is a big natty or not video type guy. There's a handful of them that will do YouTube shorts and show those videos. I apologize for the background noise, by the way. It is super windy outside. It's gonna blow this house down. I'm just a little piggy in a brick house trying to make my way. And a lot of times I hear these fitness influencers doing these natty or nots, and they'll say it's a compliment if somebody looks at you and says that you're not natural while being natural. I have a thought on this. I agree with that to a certain extent, but I want everybody to be cautious about it. And this is the reason why. To me, it comes across as something that's a little risky. In other words, it's a double-edged sword. On one end of the sword, it's cool. You know, you're natural. Somebody sees you, they clearly think that you're not natural. And usually that's stemming from the fact that your body looks so good that somebody can't fathom the idea that you are actually natural. On the other end though, my opinion is that it comes across as more of a disservice, and it's more discrediting towards what you've done and tried to accomplish and or have achieved at this point. Keep in mind, I'm not just referring to one type of person, right? And when I say one type of person, I'm not just referring to the one type of person that works out a ton, looks great, and that person is seen as somebody that has an unrealistic body, and so they're called out for being not natty. I'm also referring to the people that just look like they're natural, right? The people who, you know, aren't on that level. The reason why I want to bring this up to you guys is because it can be very discrediting towards your hard work. I just want you guys to know that it doesn't matter if people call you natty. At the end of the day, to me, it's a compliment. You are natural. And if they think you're natural, that means you're real at the end of the day, right? You're honest. You're showing people the truth with your body. You're setting real expectations for the world. That's a huge compliment. Vice versa, people who aren't natural, especially the ones who lie about it, are showing people unrealistic expectations that are unachievable without enhancements. And essentially, they're just tricking the world. So don't take offense to the words "you're natural," because there is way more power in the words "you're natural" than there is somebody who's not natural. Be proud of yourselves for being natural and stay the course. I can promise you it is better. Everybody in this world that pretends like being not natty is the cool thing to do right now and using enhancements and taking drugs, it's not. It's actually really sad. Your life is basically a facade. You're living a lie. You're literally just playing pretend, acting like you're something you're really not. And you're so concerned and self-absorbed in your own image that you can't even fathom the idea of people even finding out that you're not natural. So be proud of yourselves. There's nothing wrong with it. And in my opinion, it's more empowering to be natural than to not be natural. Final thought on this video is I've touched base on a lot of content of me just talking about why I pursued my channel. A lot of it's based upon like being natural and people who are not natural and setting real expectations and honestly conveying the truth. It's a lot of deep stuff to talk about in the fitness industry that a lot of people kind of try to shy away from. And if it's not your type of content that you want to see, it's totally fine. Just so you know, I'm planning on posting my fitness and diet routines within the next 2 weeks. And I'm really excited to show you guys what that actually looks like and what I've actually done throughout this time. My fitness journey honestly explained a decent amount of what I was doing back then throughout those years, because it does a lot. I'll probably touch base on those things that I did in the past again, just to kind of do a quick recap. I'm not going to take too much time, but I want people to understand what it actually looks like as somebody who's worked out and dieted for 8 years. And I want people to see that diet. I want people to see that fitness routine that got me to where I am. And I want people to see the truth. As you all know, I am natural, and I want to show people what that looks like as an 8-year natty working probably harder than 99% of the world. I want to show you guys what that actually looks like and what it takes to get to that level. Be proud of yourselves and be proud of being natural. And when people come up to you and they try to discredit your hard work by saying you're not natural, be proud that you are natural. People that walk up to you and they tell you that you are natural, be proud of it regardless. Be like, yeah, you're right, I am natural. I'm working really hard to do it. I'm not going to cheat like everybody else. Anyways, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.